Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And I know I haven't been keeping up with the new releases now that I'm having a job right now, but here I am, and in this video we'll go through all the RTX 3000 series laptops that is currently available in India. I'll have links to all the laptops down in the description, and I'll keep updating it as more laptops are released. So keep an eye there and also in the community tab. Okay, so we'll go through all the laptops in an increasing order of price. So first up, we have the Acer Nitro 5 with the quad-core i5-10300H and an 85-watt RTX 3060, a 1080p 144Hz IPS panel with no official info on the color gamut coverage. This laptop doesn't have a mux switch. Overall, even though it's the cheapest RTX 3060 laptop in India, it's not the best option due to the quad-core processor, something that is clearly not good enough in 2021. If you want to know more about how the quad-core processor will affect the performance of the RTX 3060, I suggest you to watch Hardware Unboxed video on the same. Next, we have the AMD version of the same laptop, which is a much better option. It has all the same specs except for the CPU, which is a much faster Zen 3 Ryzen 5 5600H, which features 6 cores and 12 threads. This laptop also doesn't have a mux switch. Overall, at 95,000, this laptop can potentially be the best value for money gaming laptop whenever it's available for purchase. Not sure when that will happen though. Next is the Asus TUF-F15 with the new Core i5-11300H. Isn't it actually the new 45-watt Tiger Lake Core i5 variant given by the model number? I don't even know when this was officially announced. But anyways, it's once again a quad core, and you might as well save your money and get the Nitro 5 with the 10300H. The RTX 3060 is an 85-watt variant, no mux. The only reason you would go for this F15 is for the design, which I personally really like. Next, the Asus TUF A15 2021 with a great combination of an 8-core Ryzen 7 5800H and a 95-watt RTX 3060. No mux switch. No official info on the display color gamut, coverage and brightness or response times. At 1.04 lakhs, this is one of the best options given the display turns out to be good and the improved chassis design with more vents and heat pipes can cool the very hot CPU. The TUF A15 also is a good option for regular work because of the large 90 watt hour battery will give you at least 7 hours for office tasks. Unfortunately, it's still not available for purchase. Next up, Acer Predator Helios 300, which is one of the best options available for purchase right now in India. A good 1080p 144Hz display with good color gamut coverage, a fast Core i7-10870H which features 8 cores and 16 threads with a max single core boost of 5 GHz. The RTX 3060 is a 95-watt variant which will be nicely saturated by the 8-core i7. No mux switch. It's loaded with 16 GB of RAM and a good combo of fast 7200 RPM hard drive and 256 GB M.2 NVMe SSD. At 1.07 lakhs, this option really makes sense. Next up, Acer Nitro 5 with the Ryzen 5 5800H and an 85-watt RTX 3060. But the best part of this configuration is the amazing 1440p 165Hz display. This was available for purchase a while ago, but now it's out of stock. A pretty good option, and some may prefer it over the Helios due to the display alone. Next up is the Acer Nitro 5 fully decked out with the Ryzen 9 5900HX and an RTX 3070 with 8 GB of VRAM. I don't have info on the TGP and there is no mux switch. It has a good 1080p 144Hz display, although a 1440p 165Hz display would have been a better match for the RTX 3070. At 1.3 lakhs, this is the cheapest RTX 3070 laptop in India and one that is actually available for purchase. Next is the Asus TUF-F15 with a quad-core i7-11370H, which is a quad-core Tiger Lake 35-watt CPU and an RTX 3070. All I can say is don't buy. Okay, enough of Acer and Asus. Next is MSI with a GP66, and you may say, hey, a Core i7 10870H with RTX 3060 for 1.5 lakhs, isn't it a bit too much? Well, this is the only laptop in the list today that features a mux switch, which will boost performance significantly in CPU-bounded titles, especially esports. The design is very stealthy, and MSI also allows CPU undervolting from the advanced BIOS option, as far as I know. Overall, an okay option, although I would prefer the Nitro 5 RTX 3070 over this. Next up, we have a couple of Asus laptops for which I don't have the price for. The Asus ROG Strix Scar 15 and the Zephyrus G15, both featuring RTX 3070, no mux switch. The Scar can push the RTX 3070 to 130 watts, whereas the Zephyrus has a better display with a 1440p 165Hz IPS panel. Lastly, we have the Asus ROG Strix Scar 17, absolutely maxed out with the Ryzen 9 5900HX, 16 GB RTX 3080 at 130 watts and 32 GB of RAM. The biggest problem with this laptop is it doesn't feature a mux switch. The display is only 1080p, which is really not enough to saturate the RTX 3080. It would be much better with a 1440p 165Hz display. It's actually possible to flash a different VBIOS on the RTX 3080, pushing it to 150 watts, which boosts the performance even further, although it's something that I don't recommend. Alright guys, that's it for this video. The links to all these laptops is down there in the description and in the community tab. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.